Hi everyone, my name is Justin Morris, and tonight I'm going to show you the explanation for Wayne Houchin's Counterfeit. This is Wayne Houchin's torn and restored card effect that Theory 11 has just released. It's absolutely incredible. I recommend you go pick it up. It's super. But tonight you're going to learn how to do it, and this is requested especially by Theory 11. So here we go. You take a signed playing card, you fold it in half. Actually, you can have the spectator do this. Fold it in half the other way, just to get some creases in the card. And it doesn't have to be even, doesn't have to be down the middle. Like I said, a spectator can do this. They could do it crooked, doesn't matter. But you're going to rip the card into 4 pieces. Now here's the secret of how Counterfeit actually works. Because Counterfeit, if you're not familiar, is a piece-by-piece card restoration, where he takes 2 pieces of card and sticks them together and makes them stick. And then he continues to do that for the rest of the card. So here's what it looks like, or here's how it works. With just this little gimmick right here. Now this is something that if you're a magician, you've got to have this in your house. Every magician has this. This is Magician's Wax. I don't know if you can see the title there. It says Magician's Wax. You open it up, there's a little brick of wax inside there. And you scrape off a ball like that. Actually, you'll need about 4 balls of wax. And you have to actually hide the wax somewhere that they're not going to see it. So not somewhere like on a button or behind your ear or something like that, because they'll totally see that. You got to hide the wax, and this is brilliant thinking by Wayne Houchin. And this is why his trick is so good. Because the place that you're going to hide the wax is on your teeth. That's right, I know it sounds weird, but if you take the wax, you have to dry off your teeth, and the wax will sit on your teeth. And because the wax is on your teeth, it's nice and warm in your mouth, the wax will become really soft. And by the way, if you don't have Magician's Wax, it's really easy to make some. All you gotta do is take a candle, and the best way is just to scrape with your thumb, scrape the side of the candle until you get a large pile of wax, because wax shavings don't go very far. And then you're gonna squeeze them down into sort of a new ball, and that's kind of how you get some Magician's Wax if you ever need some. But so you're going to take some wax, you're going to dry off your teeth, and you got to kind of like move your gum up and then dry off with your hand. This is kind of gross, but yeah, there you go. Alrighty then. Okay. No, it's a Jim Carrey reference if you didn't get that. Okay. You're going to stick the wax to your teeth like this, and you're going to do 4 of your front teeth. Just like that. And then you can put your lips down. There. And then you got wax on your teeth. And now, when you want to do the trick, all you got to do is take 2 pieces of cards, and they obviously have to be the right piece. So I'm going to use these 2. Oh, I need these 2 other pieces. So what he does is he rips them in 4. He shows the 4 pieces. And then he takes these 2 cards, and he puts them in his mouth. And when he does that, his thumb, I don't know if you can see this, his thumb is going to scrape, can't even see that very well, it's going to scrape that wax off as he puts this into his mouth. And then you got the wax on your thumb. When you bring the 2 cards together, you don't need those anymore. You're going to bring the 2 cards together like so. And try to get a good view of this. And behind them, they can't see what's going on here. You're going to scrape this off onto the card, like so. So now you got the wax on the card. Oops. Get my center here. And line those up. You're going to smear the wax. Just like that. And just like that it holds. You're going to flip it around. He's going to show both sides. And then he flips it back this way. And with his thumb, he's going to smear that wax all the way up along the card. This is kind of hard to see. I'm gonna try to color this wax so you can actually see what's going on, because you can't really see that in the camera. So give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay, so I was just thinking the wax you can't see very well, so I've got some icing. Looks like something for my daughter's last birthday cake. It's some sort of dye. So I'm going to actually dye some of this. Pardon me, I don't have a proper camera stand here. Here we go. This is just so you can see it better. It's a little bit of the wax. Oops, sticky. take a little bit of this dye, and I'm just going to mix this up, and I'll use colored dye so you guys can see it a little bit better. And then we'll be back. So it didn't really work so well once I added the dye. It didn't really stick to my teeth very well, but that's okay. So I'll just show you the last part, because the last part is a little the trickiest. So I've already done the first 3 sections, and I've got another piece of wax stuck on my tooth. It's just regular, because when I made it purple, it didn't, like the dye didn't let it stick to my tooth. It was too wet. So you take the card. Uh-oh. Okay, there, back on my tooth. You gotta really make it, it's the dye, it doesn't really stick anymore. But you take the last part, the last card. Now the last card's hard, because there's no, you have no reason to put this in your mouth for the last one. And so, well, it keeps falling off my tongue, or my teeth. That's okay. And so, for the last one, you want to pretend to put it on like it's actually going on. And because they've seen the first 3 go on, it looks really good. They just think that is attached. Really, you're just kind of holding it in the middle. And you go forward and you go to blow on the card. And at the same time, you put your hands together like this, because you're doing the move, you're putting it together. And you bring it forward to blow. And what you can't see is this thumb, like this. So you go, and this thumb scrapes the, oh yeah, right there. There to go. Oh yes. It scrapes that off. Just on, like that. And then you put this onto, uh-oh, don't do that. Where is it? Okay, here we go. There. So then, I want to make sure I get this in the camera here. So then, this thumb is going to press it right into the middle, like so. And spread that around to hold that last piece into place. And the video, or the description says that some of it's not fully restored, and it's these edges here that aren't fully restored. And then after you do that, that's where the lighter comes into play. And so this is really pliable. You can actually fold this in half, because the wax, it'll hold together. And then you take your lighter. I hope this isn't flammable. This dye isn't flammable. But you take your lighter and you melt the wax. And this actually will seal the wax, make it kind of melt into the card, and will melt any edges of the card. So the card will actually kind of become just like normal. Ow! Ooh, that hot wax. Watch out for hot wax. Apparently that's a thing. Ow. Okay. There. And so when you're done, you can unfold the card, and oh, the wax fell off here. But that's how you do Counterfeit. Counterfeit by Wayne Houchin. Just like that. So that's Counterfeit. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you haven't subscribed already, feel free to subscribe to my channel if you like these tutorials. Feel free to share them around. And definitely go check out Counterfeit by Wayne Houchin from theory11.com. Purchase it from there. Thanks very much.